So a safe space would, in terms of physical safety, which a lot of the time as a female matters to me the most, like above anything else, a place like that would be somewhere where I don't feel like I'm in any physical danger, or like no one's gonna come like mug me or like rape me. It's like that's an actual concern. So on one hand, that's the base level of like a safe space.
Safe spaces to me are places where you can go, you can be with like-minded people, or people that like identify similar as you, and it's like a place where you can be yourself.
I come from a place where we can't speak or do things as we like because we always face some form of backlash due to like political constructs and social constructs. So I faced a culture shock in the sense that I feel very liberated, that I can speak or say whatever I like while being respectful of other people.
I think a safe space could be like a meditation area or even like a student lounge where it might not be discussions about race or anything. It might just be like, you know, I'm really feeling anxious or I'm really feeling tired. I just need to chill out a little bit.
I think of it almost like therapy, like a free therapy session. Like people are just going to listen to you.
I've always found that the safest spaces in NYU for me are just the informal places with my friends, people that sort of understand me. But I've never really totally felt that at this more administrative level.
In general, safe spaces in classrooms need to be really important. You have to have the wherewithal to be able to talk about certain, I don't know, not grievances, but certain issues, at least in our country, with how we treat minority groups, and classrooms provide a lot of environment to learn.
Well, so in my program, Global Liberal Studies, we really make classes by discussing so many topics, and I see professors respecting students' opinions, and I know they're trying their best, but then I wonder if really the classmates are feeling safe, because we come from really diverse backgrounds, and sometimes it could be hard for those professors to think about all of those different backgrounds.
I think students don't really have a voice per se as much as the power dynamic of like a lecture course is. You're there to listen to this professor, you're there to listen to the TA, you're there to listen to whatever is being taught.
I haven't seen it make a difference in a classroom, I guess. Maybe that's just because I am white and it doesn't change the dynamic of a room.
I think safe spaces for me is when you can be open about who you are and be accepted for it. And I think there's a difference between acceptance and tolerance. It's not just about letting people be there, but also holding that space for them and making them feel comfortable.
Just calling it a safe space is not enough. You're not doing enough. Like people will learn to take that ironically and make it a joke. I think the label is inherently worthless unless you are actually putting into action, no, you have to accept these people for who they are. There is no joking about them, there's no belittling.
Where we can talk about things controversial things such as race, religions, with open-minded people without being judged by other people.
It makes it very hard for everyone to feel as though that space is safe, because a lot of opinions that are held are controversial. So even though the safe space is there and ready and able for someone to take advantage of, if they do not share the common opinion, it doesn't necessarily mean that they'll feel safe enough in that space.